Growing up as an overweight kid in the 90s wasn't always easy. But when Heavyweights 1995 came along, it showed an entire generation that you don't have to change who you are to be accepted. Yet behind the comedy lay real tragedy. One cast member lost both parents, while another fell into addiction and went to prison. But the true story of where they are today will shock you. Ben Stiller commands the camp as Tony Perkis, 30 years old and portraying the hyper-intense fitness guru who transformed Camp Hope into his personal weight loss empire. Loud, obsessive, and completely consumed by image, Tony believed discipline could solve every problem. Beneath the confidence, however, lurked deep insecurity, rooted in his own struggles with obesity. Treating campers as future commercial success stories rather than children, he imposed harsh rules, humiliating workouts, and relentless pressure. His tyranny ultimately united the boys, teaching them that self-worth comes from confidence, friendship, and acceptance, not impossible standards. At 60 years old, Ben Stiller remains one of Hollywood's most successful actor, director, producers. Before fame, he worked as a busboy and waiter in New York while pursuing comedy. Audiences know him from Madagascar 2005, Zoolander 2001, Tropic Thunder 2008, Night at the Museum 2006, The Ben Stiller Show 1990, and executive producing the acclaimed series Severance 2022. Married since 2000 and the father of 2 children, Stiller overcame prostate cancer after a 2014 diagnosis and continues inspiring others through his resilience, creativity, and decades-long influence in entertainment. Shaun Weiss leads the campers as Josh Burnbalm, 17 years old and portraying Camp Hope's fearless rebel, sharp-tongued prankster, and unofficial leader. Confident, witty, and impossible to intimidate, Josh refused to bow to Tony Perkis' harsh regime, becoming the loudest voice of resistance when morale collapsed. Whether as smuggling snacks, mocking authority, or rallying fellow campers, he transformed frustration into unity. His courage helped inspire a camp-wide rebellion, proving that leadership is not about size or strength, but standing up for others when nobody else will. At 47 years old, Shaun Weiss is an actor, comedian, writer, producer, and recovery advocate, best known for the Mighty Ducks franchise, Pee-wee's Playhouse 1986, Freaks and Geeks 1999, Boy Meets World 1993, and The King of Queens 1998. Having entered show business at just 6 years old, he spent his childhood on television and movie sets. Following the deaths of his parents, Weiss battled severe addiction, homelessness, depression, and legal troubles. After a previous engagement ended, he found love again with his longtime girlfriend, though the couple sadly lost their baby after a 2024 pregnancy announcement. Kenan Thompson keeps the fun rolling as Roy Murph, 17 years old and stepping into Camp Hope as the confident, outspoken veteran camper who immediately sets the tone for the bunk. Loud, funny, and unfiltered, Roy guided newcomers through the unwritten rules of camp life, balancing blunt honesty with genuine warmth. Beneath the jokes and swagger, he stood firmly loyal to his friends, helping unite the campers when Tony Perkis turned Camp Hope into a strict, joyless regime. His energy and leadership became a spark that helped ignite the rebellion and restore the spirit of the camp. Now 48 years old, Kenan Thompson is a record-breaking comedian, actor, writer, and producer, best known as the longest-running cast member in Saturday Night Live, as well as All That, 1994, Kenan and Kel, 1996, Fat Albert, 2004, and Good Burger films. At the age of 5, he enrolled in acting classes, and at 10, he landed his first gig in a commercial for which he was paid $800. After years of marriage, he and his wife filed for divorce in 2022. Thompson continues performing while managing GERD, a chronic condition that has affected his voice, yet he remains one of television's most enduring comedy figures. with lasting gratitude to the late Joseph Wayne Miller as Salami Sam, 41 years old and one of Camp Hope's most memorable campers, bringing humor, confidence, and loyalty to every scene. Known for his carefree attitude and signature catchphrase, "Watch out for Salami Sam," he embraces the camp's fun-loving spirit, while refusing to let Tony Perkis' harsh regime crush his enthusiasm. Whether smuggling snacks, supporting his friends, or helping fuel the campers' rebellion, he remains a cheerful source of comic relief, whose charm and rebellious energy helped make him a lasting fan favorite. Joseph Wayne Miller's cause of death was passing away in his sleep on January 9th, 2018, at the age of 36. His girlfriend discovered his body, and his mother later stated that sleep apnea likely contributed to his passing. Beyond acting, he worked as a radiology technician, disc jockey, and property manager after leaving Hollywood behind. Miller was a former child star, best remembered for his roles in Folks, 1992, and Lookin' to Get Out, 1982. Though his acting career was brief, his performance remains fondly remembered by fans decades later. Leah Lail brightens Camp Hope as Julie Belcher, 30 years old and serving as the camp nurse, offering steady care and emotional reassurance as the environment shifts from a joyful summer retreat into a strict, controlling fitness regime under Tony Perkis. Kind, compassionate, and deeply empathetic, Julie becomes a safe emotional anchor for both campers and counselors, treating injuries while also protecting their confidence and sense of identity. As tension escalates, she supports the growing resistance, quietly standing against Tony's extreme methods. At 60 years old, Leah Lail has successfully transitioned through 3 distinct professional fields: luxury real estate agent and television and film actress. Before finding fame, she worked as a waitress and model while facing financial instability. At 18, she studied political science and earned a scholarship to work for the SDP party in Germany. She is best known for her role as Kay Simmons in VIP 1998 and a part in D2 The Mighty Ducks 1994, Krista in Little Nicky 2000, and Sophie in Denial 1998. She was married to a film director from 1998 to 2000 before divorcing due to communication breakdowns and financial stress. Aaron Schwartz carries the heart of Gerald Gerry Garner, 14 years old and stepping into Camp Hope as the film's reluctant but ultimately inspiring hero. Overwhelmed at first by being sent to a weight loss camp, Gerry slowly discovers a world where every kid shares the same struggles. Kind, funny, and quietly determined, he grows into a natural leader, guiding the campers through humiliation and hardship. When Tony Perkis turns the camp into a harsh regime, Gerry finds courage within himself, organizing the rebellion that restores freedom, laughter, and self-acceptance to Camp Hope. At 45 years old, Aaron Schwartz is an American actor, producer, and writer who built a career in film and television from a young age, while also working extensively in the hospitality industry. Known for roles as Dave Karp in The Mighty Ducks 1992 and Vanya in Gossip Girl 2007, he has balanced entertainment with real-world work outside Hollywood. Aaron Schwartz has openly discussed childhood weight struggles and his later physical transformation, reflecting on the pressures of early typecasting. Tom Hodges enforces discipline as Lars. At 30 years old, he portrays Tony Perkis' stern Austrian right-hand man and chief enforcer, bringing rigid structure and intimidating authority to the camp. Fiercely loyal to the Perkis system, Lars oversees grueling workouts, enforces strict rules, and serves as the physical muscle behind Tony's regime. Known for his mysterious reply that he comes from far away, Lars combines discipline with unintentional comedy. However, when the campers successfully overthrow Tony, his tough exterior quickly crumbles, leading to a humorous change of allegiance. Now 60 years old, Tom Hodges is an actor, producer, director, and writer whose entertainment career began in the mid-1980s after studying theater at Northwestern University. He gained early recognition as Bruno in Lucas, 1986, and later appeared in Steel Magnolias, 1989, and numerous television productions. Married since 2009 and a father, Hodges has built a lasting career, both in front of and behind the camera. He has also spoken about real-world issues surrounding childhood obesity, fad diet culture, and self-esteem. Tom McGowan guides the campers as Pat Finley, 36 years old and serving as Camp Hope's calm, compassionate counselor, who stands in stark contrast to Tony Perkis's extreme fitness regime. Warm, patient, and deeply empathetic, Pat protects the boys' sense of joy and identity while the camp descends into strict control. After being sidelined, he quietly supports the campers' growing resistance, helping them rediscover confidence and unity. When the rebellion succeeds, Pat steps up as the stabilizing force who restores balance, guiding Camp Hope back toward fun, teamwork, and self-respect. Now 66 years old, Tom McGowan is an American actor and producer, best known for his television roles as Kenny Daly on Frasier, 1993, and Bernie on Everybody Loves Raymond, 1996. He is also an acclaimed stage performer with major Broadway and touring credits, including Wicked, where he played the Wizard. A Yale School of Drama graduate, McGowan has built a respected career across theater, film, and television. Tom has been married for 35 years and is a father of 2, continuing to work steadily in the industry. Paul Feig guides the story as Tim Orford. At 33 years old, he portrays one of Camp Hope's most supportive counselors, providing kindness, stability, and encouragement to the campers during a turbulent summer. Easygoing and compassionate, Tim stands firmly against Tony Perkis's harsh fitness regime, prioritizing the boys' confidence and well-being over impossible expectations. Alongside Pat Finley and Julie Belcher, he helps protect the campers from humiliation, supports their growing resistance, and ultimately backs their successful rebellion, helping restore fun, friendship, and balance to camp life. Now 63 years old, Paul Feig is an acclaimed filmmaker, director, producer, screenwriter, actor, author, and entrepreneur. After beginning as an actor, he became best known for creating Freaks and Geeks, 1999, and directing major hits including Bridesmaids, 2011, The Heat, 2013, Spy, 2015, Ghostbusters, 2016, The School for Good and Evil, 2022, and The Housemaid, 2025. Before Hollywood success, he worked as a Universal Studios tour guide and performed stand-up comedy. Married since 1994, Feig has openly discussed overcoming anxiety, depression, and creative burnout while building one of the entertainment industry's most successful directing careers. And that is the full recap of Heavyweight's cast Then and Now 2026, a classic comedy that turned one unforgettable summer at Camp Hope into a story about friendship, confidence, and learning that self-worth can't be measured on a scale. If this takes you back, share what you remember most. Until the next 90s summer camp comedy film, stay confident, stay loyal, and never let anyone define your worth.